Hey, I'm Bill at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and this is A Nose for Life. So in this video, we're going to cover all kinds of things. We're going to cover our time at Central Park and all over New York, while we're kind of covering the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade as well. It was an awesome parade. We had a good time. We'll talk about that in the video, a little more detail about our opinion about the awesome Thanksgiving Day Parade here in New York. Very famous. I think they said it was 3.5 million people descend upon the city of New York for the parade, so that's kind of cool. But we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff in this video and skip around a little bit, because it's hard just to do an entire video about the parade unless you film the whole parade. And if we couldn't film the whole parade, that would have been impossible. We wouldn't want to do that. So we're going to like mix this video up with some shots of the parade, and I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. Famous Trump Tower. It was built by the financial backing of our president, Donald Trump. I mean, come on, he's the president. Like him or hate him, it's Trump Tower. Come on, hit the like button. Subscribe, it's Trump Tower. It's Trump Tower. Nobody? Somebody hit the like button for Trump Tower. I mean, because it's the president. For now. It's Trump Tower. Come on, if you were visiting New York from out of state, you would want to see Trump Tower too. I think it's pretty cool. Look, it's where they filmed The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. I got nothing.
Shrink.
So I'm standing in Columbus Circle, and this is kind of where the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade starts. Kinda. And behind me here is the Trump International Hotel. It's kind of cool, big golden globe right there. I just want you to get a brief look here behind me at some of the amazing buildings, the beautiful architecture, and of course just New York City and its amazing people. And keep in mind, we're a long way away from Times Square, where we've shot a lot of our videos, in Carnegie Hall in that area. We're a long way away from the Statue of Liberty. People just don't understand how huge this city is. I don't think a lot of people get it. New York City is the kind of place where everywhere you turn, every block, there's something amazing to look at, something beautiful, something that will just boggle your mind. It's not just something that you can do in 1, 2, or 3 days. It's definitely a city that you visit over and over again. There's a reason why it's called the Big Apple Metropolis. There's a reason why people sing New York, New York, and there's a swagger when you sing the song. It's because this city is one of the most amazing, impressive cities on our planet.
If you're a subscriber to A Nose for Life, welcome back, and I'm so thankful you're watching this video. Never forget that we make videos like this one just for you. We really appreciate it when you hit the like button and share our videos on your favorite social media website like Facebook. Our channel's growing because of people just like you who share our content. If you're new to A Nose for Life, I'm so thankful that you're taking time out of your day to give our video content a chance, and I hope you'll watch more of our videos and consider subscribing. Now, let's get back to New York. I've always wanted to say that.
So we lined up for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We had to get here about 2 hours early. Some of the people in our group, they actually got here like 3 and 4 hours early just to make sure they had a front row seat. There's a buzz in the air as we get ready to kick off the Christmas season. You know, I've watched this parade 50 times. Well, I'm not 50 years old, so I've not watched it 50 times, but I've watched it at least 35 times, maybe more, give or take. Anyway, and I've always wanted to be here, so this is definitely a bucket list check off.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving. Late though, because I'll be posting this video later in the week. Yeah, you know. Behind me is the famous store Tiffany's. I was gonna eat breakfast there, and turns out they don't serve breakfast. I don't know where I got that impression. She said I ain't right. Remember the film,
I'm Ruben the Doorman at 5 Central Park West. This is where they filmed the movie Ghostbusters, the original movie from the 1980s.
successful test of this equipment.
I blame myself. So do I.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters, this is the road that he walked down. And of course, the Ghostbusters were on top of this building.
Good evening. As a duly designated representative of the city, county, and state of New York,
All right, one more Ghostbusters thing, okay? Just one more. If you remember in the movie, Bill Murray says, nobody steps on a church in our town. And then they, of course, they zap the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Well, that's the church. So tonight we're eating at Lindy's. It's a famous restaurant. It's been around since, the menu here says it's been around since 1921. And what I like about it is that they name their sandwiches after famous movie stars.
I mean, you've got Billy Crystal, Lucille Ball, and over here you have Nathan Lane.
if I were a king of the forest, not queen, not duke, not prince, or the artist formerly known as Prince.
There's probably nothing famous about the street behind me. I mean, maybe there is, but it's just really cool and I wanted to share it with you. This is the lake at Central Park, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's iconic too. You'll probably recognize it just looking at the scenery here from several different movies throughout the years, and paintings even. It's absolutely gorgeous. So everybody here is getting ready for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and it's kind of cool. There's a buzz in the air because the big day is tomorrow. Carol and I are trying to make a decision as to whether or not we want to see them blow up the balloons. That sounds kind of fun. You have to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to do that. We have to get up super early just to stand and wait for the parade to begin. So from what I understand, if you don't get up early and get in a position, you will not have a place. The tree behind me looks like it's been hand painted. It's absolutely gorgeous. Check this thing out.
And that's what happens in New York City, whether it's here at Central Park, Times Square, like the other day, you can actually walk up on a real live supermodel photo shoot, and it's so interesting to watch. It's just a really neat thing.
You've probably seen this on television. It's the Great Lawn at Central Park, because grass here is a big deal. So this is the Met, and it's really awesome, and the architecture is absolutely beautiful, and there's like a whole bunch of people out here and all kinds of stuff going on, and we have no idea what it is. And I'm sorry for the audio issue right now, but the wind is blowing hard. So yes, I really love it that we were in New York when the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade was happening, and I'm glad that we checked off a bucket list. Here's the question though, and you know, if you watched our channel for any length of time at all, that we are dedicated to telling the most positive aspects of any event and not getting into any of the negatives. So there's nothing negative about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade at all. It's awesome, and we had a great time, but it's not something that we would do again for the sake of the parade itself. I mean, it's cool, but it's not awesome enough to like fly to New York just to do the parade. New York is so amazing. You fly to New York just to do New York, you know? Jimmy Fallon and the Roots. So sure, Central Park is also one of those must-do items when you come to New York City. We're here in the fall, late fall. In fact, most of the leaves have already fallen down and they're on the ground or on the streets, but it's still beautiful. There's still plenty of colors and it's gorgeous. Tomorrow is Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. It's my first Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade at the parade, and we're both nervous and excited because we have to get up at 4 a.m. to stand there, and I don't stand too well these days because of a messed up broken leg. But I mean, it's not currently broken, it's been, you know, surgery stuff. But we're nervous, but we're excited all at the same time. Nevertheless, this is an amazing place here. Yes, I use the word amazing. The hoodies are coming soon. Amazing. So we're kind of edging around Central Park, around 93rd Street, and I just wanted to show you this, how much emphasis they put on to bike riding and jogging and walking and all kinds of stuff. This is like a 4-lane road, but it's dedicated to bicycling and jogging and walking. And I love that, and that is awesome because I need that. I need more of that, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, and the whole city kind of comes out here, they do their thing, they put their headphones on, and they enjoy the park and the city, the sights and the sound and the smell as they get their groove on. So Carolyn and I were not huge fans of the zoo, but here we're outside of Central Park, and this is the zoo at Central Park. It's pretty cool if you like zoos. Again, we're not into zoos because we think animals should roam. So this is kind of cool. It's an obelisk. It's called Cleopatra's Needle. It was originally in Egypt, and then it kind of bounced around a few places and then was presented to the city of New York by Egypt. And here it stands in Central Park, but it's like really from Egypt. Now behind me here is the plaza on 5th Street, and it's where the movie Home Alone and countless other movies were filmed. It's absolutely beautiful. Now you can't go inside there because it's a hotel, and they don't want you running around their hotel if you're not staying there, which makes sense. But check it out, it's pretty cool. So the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade has come and gone, and now the city is getting in the mood for Christmas all over the place. Of course, that's been going on all week. We had a great time at the parade. It was awesome. Of course, it is a parade, and you have to stand a long time. And of course, like with any parade, if you want good seats, you have to get there early, and we did. We got there about 2 hours early, so by the time it was over, our legs were numb, our feet were cold, and we were ready for some rest. My favorite float, personally, was the Jimmy Fallon float, and Roots. Loved it. I mean, come on, it's Jimmy Fallon, and right now, in my opinion, he's the king of late night. I don't care what anybody says. My other favorite float had to be the Pillsbury Doughboy float, because, I mean, look at me. I mean, come on, you know? So we checked out the M&M store a few videos ago here in New York, and now we are at the Hershey store. It's a little different, but you know what was really cool is when we came in, they gave us a Hershey kiss, and we really liked that. It was neat. You know, it should be a crime to take a fat kid like me into a chocolate store. It should be illegal. And boy, is it fun. You know, not to mention the fact that we're here on Black Friday in the Hershey store, and well, it's kind of happening. It's crowded. It's like that all over Times Square. It's crowded. People are shopping. You know, it's time to get our Christmas on. I have to kind of talk really low because there's a concert, a really nice concert going on. I wanted to show you the view here of this lawn with the trees here in Central Park. It's just gorgeous. It's Thanksgiving evening and people are out and about. I wouldn't call it crowded, but it's definitely busy. And you can tell people have eaten their turkey here and they've come to the park to walk around. That refers back to the fitness thing I was saying earlier. You know, it's an active city. There are a lot of tourists out here, but there's a lot of locals. In fact, I'm seeing more locals than I'm seeing tourists. But I think if you live in New York, it's kind of like living in the mountains. You're always a tourist because it's beautiful and you like touring. But just like parks back home, I mean, they have these big rocks here that are exposed. These, you know, you can climb, and people are climbing all over them. You'd think, oh my goodness, some accidents are going to happen, but they don't operate that way. You can climb on these rocks. Matter of fact, we shot a video just now on top of one of these kind of structures. I don't know if this is natural or if they added this to the park. So that would be something that I might link to in the description because I want to look it up myself. And I don't know what this one is behind me right here, but it's still cool looking. And all of these things, they kind of pull you in. Not into the store necessarily for tourists like me, but maybe if you're local, it gets your attention. I know it's obviously a thing. As you can see the people behind me, there's hundreds of people right here stopping just to look at this. And keep in mind, the city just had a huge parade today. And instead of just all going home and crashing and eating the turkey, no, they're still out here shopping and enjoying themselves. And you know what? I think it starts with store owners and participating and putting energy and to their sales and being creative. Creativity is always going to give you an edge in anything that you do, and they pull creative people in to help them out. I love it.
Hey, I have an exclusive offer available only through this channel. Ken Hartley, one of my very best friends and a good friend of this channel, is an award-winning singer, actor, writer, and illusionist, and he's releasing his Christmas CD just in time for the Christmas season. And since you're watching this channel, A Nose for Life, you can purchase his Christmas CD and each of Ken's Illusion Show CDs for only $10 per CD. And all you have to do is click on the first link in the description, and when you get to Ken's website, you'll be prompted to enter the promotion code NOSE, as in A Nose for Life, for one of the very best Christmas CDs you'll purchase this year. Be sure to check that link out at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to check out the links in the description, including a link to Ken Hartley's Christmas CD. Again, thanks for watching. I'm Bill Marion, and this is A Nose for Life. Hey, by the way, if you have time, check out one of these other videos.